Hi guys, hope you are doing good. Nice to meet you all with another important and fascinating subject. We are Pharmacaucus. Hope this video finds you well. As always, Pharmacaucus, together we can make a difference. Join us and take your learning higher. So today we are here with a very important topic, as I told you, the mastering resume building strategies, sections, formats, and ATS optimization. So we are going to discuss a lot of things about how a resume can be built, what are the various aspects to it. So without any delay, let's dive into the topic. So here is our agenda for today. We have the fundamentals of resume building, and we have the various resume sections, and then we have each section and how do we present it in an effective manner. The next one is what are the different internationally accepted resume formats. The next one, what is ATS and how we can optimize this ATS. So these are the topics what I'm going to cover in this video. So here we are going to the first aspect of our uh, resume building concept. So here the fundamentals of resume building. In this we have certain core principles. So understanding the core principles of resume and how it is created is very essential, because we know that we can apply different sections, but before going to the different sections, let us understand two important words. One is CV and resume. So CV, it's a comprehensive academic CV, or we can also call it as curriculum vitae. A curriculum vitae deals with the academic background and achievements. Often it is used for academic or research positions. It is especially used in case of professional, academic as well as research positions. And it is typically longer and it is exhaustive. Okay. While on the other hand, a professional resume, it can highlight the skills and work experiences that are ideal for most job positions or applications. It is very brief and tailored for specific positions. Okay, now we'll look at the differences between these two, that is a CV and a resume. Now, there are two main differences. One is the length of the document and the focus of the document. So these two will clearly distinguish as a CV from a resume. So CVs are longer and comprehensive, while resumes are short and targeted to the specific, relevant and tailored format of the document. So these are the two main differences. One is the length and the focus. Next, so what should be our purpose and what is the significance of a resume? So here in this regard, a resume is a personal marketing tool which acts that highlights your skills, qualifications to the employers. Because as I told you in the beginning, a resume is a document that opens the doors for the employment, or it will act as a closing of our doors for the respective job position. So a well written resume is very important to impress the employers, because it only gives us a few amount of seconds or few amount of time. So like that, it has like minimum time, so we need to make a good impression within a short period of time. So a resume will act as a personal marketing tool. And the next one, the first impression and its importance. So your resume will create the first impression that influences the hiring decision and the interview shortlisting. So this is very important because our resume acts as the two purpose solution. So one is it is clearly a personal marketing tool, and the second one is it will help us to make the first impression. Okay, so let's get into the next topic. So researching the target role and industry. So this is also very important. Here in this regard, I would like to give one suggestions like understanding. So we should understand the job role first, and then the next one is we need to take the insights about the industry, and the next one we should see the resume impact. So these are the three things to be considered. Number one, we should understand the job role. So we need to research the specific responsibilities and the skills that are required for the targeted job role. So because this will improve our resume such that it will aligning to the respective job requirement. And the next one is the insights about the industry. So we need to gain some sort of knowledge about the industry trends and expectations, because this will enhance the resume and it will see that it is relevant to the employers. So if I want to give some example, suppose if you are working in a pharmacy and if you want to shift to a medical coding, then you should see that what is the role of medical coders, how what kind of experiences do you need, what kind of relevant stuff you can add about yourself so that you are getting selected into the um, I can say medical coding department. So this is how you need to tailor your resume with respect to the specific requirement. Okay, the next one is the resume impact. So aligning resume content with the researched information will increase its impact and its appeal to the employers. So if you are able to do these two things, we understand the job role, and if you are able to get the insights of the requirements of the job for the respective industries, then your resume will definitely create an impact on the employers so that they don't want to lose you, and they will definitely try to hire you, or your chances of hiring will increase many times. The next one is uh, the importance of tailoring your resume for different applications. See, for example, your resume customization importance. So what is the importance of customizing your resume? So tailoring your resume for each and every application will increase the relevance, and it will improve the interview chances, as we said in the previous slide also. So we need to tailor our resume for the specific job role. The next one is we need to highlight the relevant skills. Even this was discussed in the earlier slide. Now we need to showcase the relevant experience. So three things will help us. So how to tailor your resume? So three things to be considered here. One, your resume customization. Second one, you are highlighting the skills. The third one, we need to showcase the relevant experience. So these three things are to be tailored for each and every application. On what basis we need to tailor? So we need to tailor on the basis of the JD, or the job description of that particular position. So the next one is the next section. We need to explore the different resume sections. What are the different resume sections we need to add to enhance our look and feel of the resume? So we can add contact information, professional summary, work experience, achievements, skills, education, and qualifications. Not only this, we can also add lot of relevant stuff as per our JD or job description. So we'll move and try to understand each and every component of these sections. Now, the first one is the contact information and professional summary. So here we need to give a clear contact information. So this will ensure the contact details that are accurate and easy to find for potential employers or recruiters. The second thing to be considered here is we need to write a short, summarized professional summary which will include these important things: skills, experiences, our career goal, and we need to make a strong first impression. So these two are very essential. And the next one is about we need to highlight the essential skills. For example, say we need to identify our skills, and we need to see whether the skills what we have are relevant to that of the job position or not. So here we need to analyze the job vacancy to determine which technical and soft skills are most essential for the role. The next one is we need to adjust and emphasize our resume content to match the required skills in the job description. As I have been saying this from the first slide itself. Then we need to showcase the achievements. So even this will improve the chances of getting shortlisted for the next rounds. So the next one is we need to add some work experiences and achievements, as we had discussed in the earlier slide also. So we need to mention what are the previous roles we have taken up, like the detailed past job titles. Then we need to add a certain career progression as well as the work experience and expertise. Then we need to explain the main responsibilities what we have taken in the previous job position, and then we need to showcase the quantifiable results and successes to prove your value and impact to the employers. So this is very important. So previous role, that is the work experience, then responsibilities what you have taken in the previous roles, as well as what are the measurable achievements you got to prove your value, or what you can add to the team and what you can bring to the table. So this is what an employer looks whenever he is going through your resume. And the next one is about the education and qualifications. What is your education? Did you do anything relevant, or what kind of your education background is? When it comes to the current job position what you are applying, is it suitable to your education, or do you have any of these qualifications that have been mentioned in the job description? So we need to check it out. Then we need to include all the degrees and formal education that demonstrate your the fundamental or the foundation skills and knowledge. And then we need to show certain professional certifications. Then we can also highlight or enhance or emphasize on the qualifications and most closely related the job uh, requirements and the desired skills. So this is also very important. And the next one what we need to focus is about how we can present the content and we can make the big difference. So we need to present each and every resume section very effectively in order to create a positive impact on the employers and how or why they need to hire you. So presenting, so we have seen in the previous section we have seen the various things that are to be added. In this section we are going to see how they are to be presented in order to create a positive impact on the employer. So the employer should really feel that you are a part and parcel of their organization. If you have been hired, then what kind of impact you can make. So this is how what we are going to show in this, or we are going to discuss in this section. Then how to write a compelling summary or an objective. So this was the first one what we discussed. So we need to maintain a clarity in writing. So this will ensure that what are your goals and you are communicating your goals but in an effective manner. The next one is your professional identity. So we need to reflect on your unique professional identities, or we are showcasing your strengths and the suitability for the role. So what kind of strengths you have and how they are suited to the current job position. So this is what you are going to improve your professional identity. And the next one is whether you are aligned to a particular role or not. So here your objective is to get into the job by showcasing the various skills or whatsoever you have, and you should show to the employer that you are very suitable to the position. So this is how we are going to align your resume. The next one is we need to highlight the skills, certifications and projects whatever you have handled previously. This also we have been discussing for a while about this. So we need to show the highlight skills, then we need to include certain certifications, and then we need to showcase the hands-on projects what you have handled before, and what are the various problems you have encountered, and what are the solutions you have given to those problems. Even this is very important, and you need to highlight all these things in your resume. And apart from this, you can also highlight the various awards uh, which you have been procured during your last tenure, and because of these awards how you are able to excel in the current position. So because the awards will create a credibility and will improve your impact on the employers. The next one is publications. If you have any expertise in your field and you can publish those contributions, so these publications will also add on to the impact that you get on your employers. Okay, the next one is the emphasizing on volunteer work. If you have done any volunteer work, even you can add a note on those kind of responsibilities, and this will also add a positive impact on the employers. So the next thing what we want to share is the next section, that is what are the different kinds of internationally accepted resume formats. So we have different types of formats. So these are whatever I'm going to share are most acceptable worldwide. So there are three globally accepted resume formats, that are the reverse chronological resumes, the functional resumes, and the third one is the combinational or the hybrid resumes. So these are the internationally accepted resume formats. Apart from this, there are also different kinds of CVs, like the academic CV, the Europass CV, the medical or research CV, and then the federal CV that is especially required for USA. And apart from this, these are the most, as I told you, the reverse chronological, functional, and the combined or the hybrid models are they are highly used. So first one is the chronological kind of thing, that is we need to choose the right format. We'll discuss these three types in the next slide, but now we need to choose a right kind of format because this will create a good impact. So we need to choose for what kind of role we are applying. The best suited format we need to select. So this will, what kind of format you choose will depend on your career stage and goals for the best impact. So uh, then how to, there are certain local preferences. Now we need to adapt to the local preferences also, because we need to customize our resume based on the local standards in some cases. Okay, if I'm in India, I need to follow the local trends. If I'm in US, like I need to follow their trends. So depending on the type, the country where you are applying, uh, the different kind of formats we need to choose. So like if you want to see the various kinds of formats, there are mainly two kinds of formats. One is the primary resume formats and the popular resume writing styles. So primary, as I told you, there are three important styles of writing a resume. One is chronological or reverse chronological resume. The second one is the functional resume. The third one is combined or hybrid resume. Now, first we'll see about the chronological resume. Here we are arranging the various aspects of our career in a chronological order or in a reverse chronological order. So, for example, if you consider chronological, you can write from the year of graduation to present. If you are writing a reverse chronological order, you are writing the most relevant experiences and you are going down the timeline. Okay. So chronological resumes prioritize listing of works history in order, highlighting career progression, and this is like the most common style of writing, and it focuses on work experience in reverse order sometimes. But this is very best for continuous job history. And the next one is the fundamental type of resumes, where we emphasize the skills. I mean, in case of the functional resumes, where we emphasize the skills and abilities over specific job dates. So like it is highly skill based and it will minimize the employment gaps. And then it is best for freshers or the career changers. And there is a hybrid kind of mixture like both chronological as well as functional resumes. So hybrid resumes combine work history and skills to showcase both experience as well as the abilities. So we can have a mix of skills as well as the chronological history. It is best, it is very best for experienced professionals who want to highlight their skills. So these are the primary resume formats. One is chronological or reverse chronological, functional as well as combined. So these three are very popular. There are also other kind of popular resume formats like what I'm going to share now. That is a targeted resume, creative or modern resume, infographic resume, ATS friendly resume, and the mini resume and the federal or government resume. Then we have the academic CVs. So these are the various kinds of styles where we can write the resume. So out of these 10, 3 are primary and the remaining are very popular. Now we'll see one by one. First one is a targeted resume. Here it is a custom made for a specific job. Then creative, which is visually designed, often used in media and design marketing. Then we have infographic where we use charts, icons, graphics, but this is not ATS friendly. Then the ATS friendly resume, here we have very simple formatting. The keywords are optimized for applicant tracking systems. ATS is applicant tracking systems. Then we have the mini resume. It is one short summary of skills which is used for networking events. And then we have the federal resume. This is a very long format, especially for the USA as well as Canada jobs, especially in the government sector. And then we have the academic CVs. As I told you, they are lengthy. Publications, conferences, researches, whatever you have, you can fully mention in that of academic CVs. So these are the various resume formats. We need to choose whatever the right one for us depending on the type of job position what we are applying. So this is strictly based on our job description or whether you are going for ATS or if you are going for the non-ATS. So whatever the kind of position you are applying, depending on it, we need to tailor or we need to choose the right resume format to our specific needs. Then we'll move on to the next slide. So what are the global standards and the cultural considerations we need to take into account while this is very important, especially for who want to travel abroad for jobs. So for this is very important. So here we need to see what the various format variations, and then we should consider uh, what type of content preferences it should be there, and we need to see the privacy and the data sensitivity. So based on these three important factors that are essential for global standards as well as the cultural considerations. So one is the resume format for format variations. So different countries have unique resume formats. So understanding these ensures your resume meets their local accept acceptance and expectations. The next one is the content expectations. This will vary globally. So as I told you, uh, in case of US, in case of India or any other country, so depending on the local requirements we need to make the content or we need to choose the right content for our resume. The next one is the privacy and data sensitivity. Here we need to respect the privacy terms as well as the data sensitivity specific to their respective countries. This is also very important. The next one is uh, single page resumes and its advantages. So here this is very concise and it is simple. Then the single page resume offers a clear and concise way to present qualifications, ideal for quick reviews. Then we have the quick scanning. So here the employers can quickly scan a single page resume, which will improve the chances of early career applicants. And then it meets the length restrictions. So the single page resumes are suitable for roles that require strict adherence to length limits, because few of these employers, they may not have time to go through all the pages. So the single page resume will definitely help you. Then what is ATS? As I told you, ATS is application tracking system or applicant tracking system. So it is a software which is used by the companies to collect, scan, filter, rank and manage these job applications before a human recruiter can see them. So it's a kind of software or a platform. It will filter based on the keywords that are there in the job description and the content that has been presented in the resume. Based on these two matches, these softwares will push your resumes forward before any human sees them. So this is ATS. How it is, or what are the uses? So it is used by the companies to handle thousands of resumes. For example, if there is, nowadays the output is very high, and for one position there are different kinds of people that are applying. So for one job vacancy there might be hundreds to thousands of people that are awaiting their interview calls. So many companies will use this kind of ATS softwares. So this will scan each and every resume and it will send only the related persons to the main interview team. Okay, so it will send your resumes like a machine. It will extract the skills, education, experience, keywords and job titles. So based on these uh, words, which if they are present in your resume, you may have a better chance of getting an interview call. And then this will filter the candidates based on their keywords. So if important keywords from the job description are missing in your resume, ATS will try to neglect your resume. Now this will reject your resume. Then uh, ATS will decide which resumes will reach the HR. So only resumes that match the job requirements based on the ATS scanning or scoring will be forwarded to the HR. So this is ATS. Then what is its role in recruitment? So ATS resume will screen the various applicants and it will send only the relevant contented resumes to the HR for review. So we need to tailor as per the requirements. So ATS will process, will help and tailor the resumes to impress or improve the chances of passing initial screenings. Then we have what are the different kinds of ATS friendly formats and the keyword strategies. So we need to make the simple layouts. This will enhance the chances of readability by the ATS. Then we need to have a standard formats and we need to use a standard fonts so that it is easy for the ATS to scan very easily. So using standard fonts like Arial or Times New Roman will really enhance your ATS screening. And then we need to use certain relevant keywords that are being given in the job description. Even this will increase the ATS readability. And there is one important aspect: how to calculate and improve the ATS score. So there are certain tools that has ATS compatibility. So various tools will help us to analyze and evaluate the resumes compatibility with that of the ATS system effectively. And then we can have the regular review importance. So here what it is uh, we need to constantly review and improve the ATS score. This will based on the respective job markets and the respective competition. Then there is a simple formula to calculate the ATS score, that is the percentage of keywords plus the percentage of skills plus percentage of experience plus percentage of education and percentage of formatting. So if we add all these things, then we will get the ATS score. So the good ATS score is between 70 to 85%, which is considered very strong. If you are able to match the job description through your tailoring of resume, and if you are able to score a 70 to 85%, it is very strong score. Then we have seen what is ATS score. Suppose I also gave a good score or strong score, that is 70 to 85%. What happens if your score is less than 70%? How we can improve it? So we can improve, there are a lot of strategies that we can apply to improve our ATS score. That is, we need to add the missing keywords, or we can add ATS friendly formatting, which is a simple layout, or other things to be considered. Then we can use strong action verbs. Then we can also use uh, the achievements, or we need to quantify the achievements. Then we can also use the tailor resumes for each job. So if you are able to improve your writing skills in the resume by adding these kind of strategies, then we can improve our ATS score. So we'll see one by one. Uh, the first one is we need to use the exact keywords from the JD or the job description. Example, I'll give one example, like for example, say if you use customer relationship management, that is if it is given in the JD, if you are writing just CRM, you may don't have, I mean, some ATS softwares may not consider your what can I say, abbreviations. So if it is given as customer relationship management in JD, you mention the same thing in your resume. So like that, uh, there are certain formattings, simple layouts. So don't use any tables, don't use any graphics, use some ATS friendly formats like Arial, Calibri or Times New Roman. Then use the standard headings. uh, there are certain, if you go through the internet, you may find lot of things that are to be noted, or what kind of headings you should have as per ATS. So you can find lot of stuff according to the standard headings. You mention those the same things in your resume. So this will help the ATS to read faster, and it will have more chances of sending it to the HRs. Then use strong action verbs. As I told you, we need to add certain words like achieved, improved, analyze, implemented, coordinated. So these kind of action verbs will help uh, to achieve more success in ATS. And then quantify your achievements. So we need to add certain achievements which will increase your chances of ATS reading. For example, say improved inventory accuracy, like that. So if you add certain words, or if you quantify your previous experiences, then you may have much more chances of getting your ATS screening. Then, as I told you, tailoring your resume is very important. We need to update the skills, we need to rewrite the summary, we need to modify the keywords, and then we need to change the bullet points. So not only this, we can also follow some other strategies as I described here. So how we can boost the ATS score with AI? So we can, lot of things we can do, like we need to identify the skills and keywords that are necessary. So AI will analyze the job description, and it will identify the key skills, and it will give you suggestions to improve or enhance your resume relevance for the ATS systems. Then the AI tools will provide quick feedback on resume formatting and the content to improve the compatibility and ensure higher ATS scores. Not only this, you can also use the targeted prompts that will help AI to suggest achievable changes to the such that you can have a maximum ATS compatibility. So for these three reasons, one is the keywords and skill identification, formatting and content optimization, and effective AI prompts. There are different kinds of prompts through different websites. You can go through that and you can copy or use your AI, generative AI, such that you can improve your ATS compatibility through these effective AI prompts. Then, so what AI can do or how AI can help you? So AI can help you to extract the keywords from a job description because the ATS ranks the resumes based on their keywords matching. Then use AI to identify the required skills, to extract the tools, technology keywords, list action verbs as I told you in the previous slides, and then we can highlight the missing keywords in your resume. So what AI can do is they can match the job description and your resume, and they will help you to identify all these things, whatever you have missed, what kind of things to be added, what kind of things to be removed. Then it will also help us to rewrite the resume using ATS friendly formatting. So AI can simplify your formatting, remove the design elements, or convert the tables into plain text, or organize it into ATS recognized sections. Then we can also do bullet points for ATS. So AI can rewrite your bullet points into action verb based, quantified, and keyword rich, short and professional. Example: handled customer queries. So instead of handled customer queries, you can write it as resolved 50 plus customer queries daily, which is improving the satisfaction by 20%. So this is how we can make certain changes. So as I told you, quantifying the achievements is very important. So the AI can help you to resolve these kind of missing points from your resume. Then it will match the resume for your job descriptions. AI can compare your resume to that of a job description, and it will add the missing skills, suggest relevant keywords, then it will improve the alignments, and then it will generate the ATS match score, which is an approximate one. And then the AI can improve the structure and clarity, and then it will ensure the actions are clean, then the headings are clear, are correct, then there are no certain grammatical errors, then there should be consistent formatting. As usual, we can also see that the ATS safe file type and recommendations. So all these things are obtained from AI. Then to do certain alignments of your resume using your AI, we need to give certain prompts. What is a prompt? A prompt is a kind of instruction that is given to the AI model to make your resume ATS friendly. So I have given a list of ideal prompts to work with AI, so which is very which will make your work very simple, right? So prompt 1, we can give extract keyword from the JD. So this is an example prompt I have given. You can use as per your expertise. This is only for your information, so that any if you are an expert of AI, then you can use your own expertise. This is for beginners. Okay, we need to extract all hard skills, soft skills, technical skills, tools, job titles, and keywords from the following job description and categorize them clearly. So this is one of the prompt what we can use to extract the relevant information what we want. The prompt number 2, the compare JD with my resume. So this you can give to the AI so that it will ask for your resume as well as the job description, and it will help you to compare. So the prompt is, here is my resume and the job description, compare both and tell me. What it needs to tell you, it needs to tell you the missing keywords, the skills to add, and the bullet points to rewrite. Then what is the estimated ATS pass match percentage? So this, you are giving the prompt to the AI, and you can also extract the changes to improve ATS score. So these are some of the prompts what we can give to the AI, which will help you to match the JD and your resume. I have also listed a few more here. The prompt number 3 is rewrite resume for higher ATS score. So rewriting any resume is an ATS friendly format with strong action verbs, quantified bullet points, keyword integration, and simple formatting. Keep the structure reverse chronological. So you can you can add these kind of prompts such that you will have better results. And the next one is how to improve bullet points with ATS keywords. So rewrite the following bullet points to this is a kind of prompt what you can use, right? Rewrite the following bullet points to improve the ATS optimization by adding action verbs, measurable results, and the relevant keywords from the JD. And prompt number 5 is generate an ATS optimized resume summary. So this is the prompt what we can give. Create a professional keyword rich summary based on my skills and the job description optimized for ATS. So these are like what the prompt you need to give. Then apart from those prompts and AI, there are certain popular resume building tools. Uh, I've given a list of the tools what we can use or various platforms, and I've also given the various activities what it is done. I'm not saying these are the perfect. These will help you to improve. As we know, generative AI is not always correct. Uh, so you can follow these kind of platforms. These are the free or low cost prompts what we can go through platforms. So again, we have come to the last part of our video, that is the applicant tracking system optimization, how to optimize. So ATS optimization refers to the process of designing, writing your resume so that it can be easily read, understood, and ranked by the applicant tracking system used by the companies to filter the candidates. So most medium to large organizations use ATS to scan, sort, and shortlist resumes before a human recruiter ever can see them. So it filters based on the formatting, keyword, structure, relevancy. A resume must be optimized to avoid being ignored. So this is what is meant by ATS optimization. So what are the things to be optimized? You may consider the following uh, things that are to be optimized. So one is we need to use an ATS friendly resume format. So what we can use is a reverse chronological format. Then we can use a simple and clean layout. What we can avoid is tables, text boxes, columns, graphics or images, fancy fonts. Okay, instead of fancy fonts, we can use common formats like standard formats, uh, Arial, Calibri, and New Times New Roman, like that. So we can use different kinds of ATS friendly resume formats, and then we can use the relevant keywords. So we need to ask the ATS to match our resume with that of the job description. And then we need to include certain keywords like skills, tools, or softwares, job titles, industry terminology. So if the GD mentions data analysis, Excel, SPSS, so include these clearly in your skills or expertise. And then use the standard section headings. For example, there are certain common headings that are recognized by the ATS, such as summary, skills, experience, education, certifications, projects. So then we need to avoid creative headings like expertise showcase or my journey. So avoid this kind of confusion so that the ATS will skip your resume. Even though you might have had the expertise, but if you are failing to write it properly, the ATS will not take it. So I'm continuing what to use and what not to use. We need to use the simple file types such as PDF. It is not allowed. Sometimes it may be allowed, but the best format is doc doc format or word format. We need to avoid images, PNGs, then other kind of formats. Avoid those things. Then don't over design your resume like icons, tables, colors, then sidebars. No, don't use all those things, charts, infographics. So these often will break the ATS parsing. Then you can use bullet points, don't use paragraphs, because this will help the ATS read content very better. Start each bullet points with a strong action verb, such as I told you, like emphasized, enhanced, like that. Then quantify each and every achievements in terms of percentages, numbers, and results. So, for example, say improved inventory accuracy by 15% using ASP or SAP. So, like that, these kind of quantifying will really help to boost your ATS score and the ATS compatibility. Then we need to match the job description exactly. If the JD says customer manager, even I told you this in your previous slides also. This is a sort of repetition. So if the job description says CRM, use CRM. If it says customer relationship management, you also mention customer relationship management. Don't use CRM because the ATS will think CRM differently because it doesn't know what is the abbreviation of CRM. So we need to optimize both hard and soft skills, which will include technical and soft skills. If both are relevant, keep both of them, no problem. Okay. Then what these tools will offer? What are the typical features that we can apply? So ATS compatibility checking or scoring, they stimulate how typical ATS softwares see your resume, like formatting, parsing, keyword recognition, everything. So resume building with ATS friendly templates will help you format clean, simple, and recruiter or ATS friendly. Then keyword matching against your job descriptions. So some tools will let you paste a job description and then evaluate how well your resume matches in terms of skills and keywords. Then what kind of guidance it will give in terms of formatting, how like to avoid these tables as we have seen in the previous slides. Then what to keep in mind and what are the limitations. So no tool can guarantee your resume will pass all ATS. So there is no guarantee that all ATS softwares will have 100% accurate results. Then over designed or overly graphical or creative resumes, even if pretty, or often perform poorly under ATS because they like plain layouts, standard fonts, and simple structures. So these are the limitations. Then matching keywords is helpful, but keyword stuffing, like giving more amount of information in a paragraphical manner, please avoid those things in case of your resumes. We need to maintain a balance between readability and the bot friendliness. This is what matters in case of ATS. So to conclude, we have come to the last part of our video. The conclusion, we need to take these things into consideration. One is the purpose of a resume, the structured key sections, choosing the right format, and the ATS optimization. So these four factors will definitely enhance your ATS friendly, and it will increase the chances of selection process through ATS because as I told you, lot of companies are going through ATS softwares. They will scan your resume and then they will send it for HR. So keeping all these things in mind will definitely improve your chances of selection in any interview process. If you have any questions, always try to reach us through our mail ID, or you can always comment through the link what we have given. So if you have any questions, please reach out to us. As I told you, happy resume building. We have Pharmacaucus. Thank you. If you like the video, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you, viewers. Thanks for spending time with us.